Getty. Jacob Rees-Mogg is furious after rebel peers voted to give Parliament a say over Brexit. A Conservative MP took to social media after an amendment to the EU withdrawal bill was approved by 335 votes to 244, which demanded Parliament is given the power to prevent the UK's exit from the EU without a deal. Mr Rees-Mogg, 48, said, Labour and Lib Dem peers vote to give themselves a veto on Brexit. What about democracy? It also forces ministers to receive parliamentary approval for the withdrawal treaty by the 29th of March 2019, and failure to meet the deadline would hand Parliament control. Lord Hailsham introduced the amendment. Getty. Labour and Lib Dem peers vote to give themselves a veto on Brexit. What about democracy? Jacob Rees-Mogg. Parliament, not ministers, must determine the future of the country, he said. But MPs supporting Brexit warn it is set out to foil the UK's hand at the negotiating table and insensitivize the European Commission to offer a bad deal. Ministers said handing Parliament a potentially decisive say on the Brexit deal risked weakening the UK's hand in negotiations. But Labour said the vote marked a hugely significant moment in ensuring Parliament has a proper role in the Brexit negotiations. Getty. An amendment to the EU withdrawal bill was approved by 335 votes to 244. Labour's shadow Brexit Secretary Keir Starmer, who supported the amendment, said, This is a hugely significant moment in the fight to ensure Parliament has a proper role in the Brexit negotiations and that we avoid a no-deal situation. Labour won the argument at the end of last year for Parliament to be given a meaningful vote on the terms of our withdrawal from the EU. If Parliament votes down the Article 50 deal, then Parliament must decide what happens next. Under no circumstances can the Prime Minister be given a blank cheque to crash the UK out of the EU without a deal, but Lord Howard of Lympne, the former Conservative leader, said on Monday the amendment would defy not only the will of people but also the will of the elected chamber. Getty. Keir Starmer said the vote was significant in ensuring Parliament's role in Brexit negotiations. She added, This new clause is thoroughly and fundamentally misconceived. I am afraid it illustrates the appalling lengths to which the die-hard Remainers are prepared to go to achieve their aim. It was the seventh defeat Mrs May has suffered over the flagship Brexit legislation. The Lords last week voted by 384 votes to 225 to keep Britain in a customs union with the EU after Brexit.